Previously on Dicemension.
She sits Rodan down and she says, Ogorog, can you strip him, please? And then she kind of walks out and she's like, Fidjim, come on. Marv, come with me.
Righto. Here I come.
Okay.
Yeah! Torture.
Gref, yes. Come sit down. And she's like, Gref, can you explain what happened, please? And he's like, I'm not gonna have to get naked, am I? And she's like, no, Gref, don't worry, I'm not gonna. I know you've got your thing. I'm not gonna. You're fine. Okay, Didria, yes. Where were you? So where were you, Didria, during all this? And he's like, well, I was downstairs. Me and Rield were making sure that no one came down through the stairs and made sure that none of the civilians were fighting with each other.
You did a good job, didn't you?
And I used but Mask of Many Faces to turn myself into the king's fiancé.
Rield next. Rield kind of stands. You can tell that that there has been some skin removal.
Can I touch it?
He's there like, yeah, go on.
He's like, stop touching there. So, yes, I did kill her. It wasn't my plan, in all honesty. I was going to go for the king, and she happened to realise that I was an elf, and I couldn't have that. So, when everybody was asleep, I made sure she would not wake. I accept my guilt. You may take me outside to do what it is that you do with the guilty people. And Rebel says, I guess that's that then. Currently, right now, Ogorog is helping Revel to carry out the dead body of Rield, and you are obviously wanting to investigate the footlocker of Rield. And what were you doing?
I'm just gonna go with him because I'm really
Go with
gonna
him.
see where
Yes.
they live actually.
Sure.
Let's go treasure hunting.
So you sort of notice it's sort of getting dark outside. Sort of the sun has suddenly set. So as you walk out of the tavern, you're able to see 6 humanoid light figures in a semicircle around the tavern. Bless you. And in front of you, you see this sphere of darkness. So could you all roll a dexterity saving throw?
Am I there
please?
carrying the body?
You certainly are, yeah.
20. Not
Okay.
natural.
21, not natural.
17.
It's not natural.
Okay. You're all fine, but you see Revel is outlined in a green light.
What?
Oh, like a fairy light.
Can she see it?
Yes.
Is that alright?
There's magic afoot.
Great Scott! How much is this light? Does it radiate? Any
Yeah,
distance?
it's radiating relatively far. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Has this ever happened before?
No, I don't tend to glow.
Does it hurt?
No.
Is anyone else outlined in light?
No.
Just her. Okay. Watch our surroundings. I don't like this.
I mean, there was like those 6 figures.
Yep, they're still there. So there's 6 humanoid figures just made out of a yellow light.
Hey! Hello!
Hello?
Silence.
I just drop the body and I look for a rock.
Yeah.
Throw it.
Okay, could you do a sleight of hand check, please?
Are you throwing it at them or near them?
Near them.
Near them. Okay.
9.
Okay, you kind of throw it and it kind of like lands in front of you. It doesn't. You're not able to
Sorry.
repel it.
That's right.
I'm gonna just try and walk up to them.
Okay.
Hello?
Crazy?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, just walk up to them and say, hello, who are you?
Silence.
Can I try to touch Revel to see if I can?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like,
Are you doing an Arcana check?
yeah.
If you want to roll that for me.
7.
No.
No.
Oops.
Can I try and gently put my hand on one of them? Like the shoulder? If you said they're humanoid.
Yeah.
So just on a shoulder.
Okay. If you would do a sleight of hand as well, please.
18.
Okay. Your hand just sort of seems to go through the light.
Ooh.
Huh.
And you see that as your hand's kind of going through it, it's actually 4 lights creating this humanoid figure.
I grab the body of the guy again,
You're gonna join the.
and I go up to them, and go like, "Do you know him?"
He's just shaking him about. Do you know this man?
So the 2 lights that are nearest to the tavern seem to go out, but this kind of fog of darkness kind of grows bigger.
Oh my gosh.
I think there's a connection.
We should go back inside. Can we? I don't like this. This is making me uncomfortable.
Can you do a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That is a solid 11.
Okay, you take 3 hit points.
Oh.
From what?
And an arrow has hit you in the shoulder.
Oh!
You're poisoned.
No.
Ooh!
The next 2 lights dim and the darkness grows bigger again.
So I shout, "Who's there?" I guess.
Silence.
Maybe they feed off bodies, and now that there's been a battle and there's loads of orc bodies everywhere.
Okay, an arrow just whizzes past you.
Whoa.
Can you do a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, natural 1. I
Oh no.
didn't even want it to come here.
Okay, you take 8 hit points and you fall prone to the floor.
Whoa!
And you are poisoned.
Oh my, okay.
Oh no.
We should run.
The last 2 lights dissipate, as does the darkness, as you see 8 drow elves standing.
Oh!
Pointed towards you. Roll initiative, please.
We didn't even rest.
No,
After the
No!
battle.
no, we are depleted.
Fucking hell.
Is Revel outside with us still?
Mhm.
Good. That's someone else. I mean, none of us arrested though. We went straight from a massive battle to an interrogation to being ambushed by drow elves.
All in 24 hours.
All in 24
And I was
hours.
with the dragon and
I think we-
someone.
So at the furthest is the heroes, and in the semicircle in front of them is the bad guys. So it is Marv's turn first.
So I'm prone, right?
You are prone currently.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to cast a big old shatter point right behind them
Okay, lovely.
to get as many of them in the middle as possible. It's a 10-foot sphere,
Lovely.
and I'll need to do a Constitution saving throw of 16, please. How many are affected?
None of them. Or they all pass.
They all pass, so it's half damage. So these 4,
You managed to get those 4.
so I'll do half damage. So
Okay.
it's 3. So 10 damage to 5. 5 for each of them.
5 for each of them, yeah?
Then there's a bit of a ringing in their ears, but nothing too dangerous. And I'm gonna give a little bit of bardic inspiration to you.
Thank you.
Oh, Gronk!
I don't know if we can do this, to be honest. I'm a bit puzzled.
I'm just gonna say,
Why aren't we running? And I'm saying it as a barbarian, but
what kind of barbarian?
yeah, what kind of barbarian am I? That's a good question. She's glowing. We are in the darkness. We can see them only because we are. Jesus Christ.
Well, we're here now. There's no running away. They've got bows and arrows.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna get killed.
So
No, that's not the spirit.
what do I do? So let's just say I try to intimidate.
Woo! Natural 20.
They're all
That's what's gonna happen if you don't talk.
they're all kind of like, okay.
He's mad.
Talissa,
So they don't say anything to.
They just
Did they say anything?
it's not their turn.
Ah. I am going to get back and stand up again.
Oops, sorry.
Can I also attack, or is that my action? that take up?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But getting up took half your movement speed.
Okay. Okay.
And you have disadvantage because you're poisoned.
Isn't it an action to stand up?
No, it's half your movement speed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
It's same for like picking up your weapon. So if you were prone and had to pick up your weapon, you wouldn't be able to move at all.
Cool.
Okay, I will target the one just in front of me.
Okay.
I'll try. So the lowest is 9 plus 7, so 16.
Okay.
The other one, natural 1. And the second one, it's natural 1.
Okay, so that kind of like buzzes through your arm and you take 4 lightning damage.
Oh shit.
But the first one does hit, so if you want to roll to hit for me.
It's, wow, it's a 14.
14, okay. He implodes.
Oh,
So deaded. Take him off.
Bye!
nice.
Babish.
Talissa. Talissa.
See, if someone does the job, that's Talissa!
I can dig this tune.
I was a bard in a previous life.
I can tell. I can tell.
Okay, Revel is just going to be like, oh, for goodness sake! And also bursts into a rage.
Oh, whoa.
We got 2.
You're like, this is the love of my life.
Fight.
Okay. She is going to multi-attack with her melee weapon, and she is going to hit the one right in front of her.
Okay.
And both of those hit. She clonks him in the neck and swings back and thrusts his head, just swings off. Deaded. Okay, and it is now the Drow's turn. The two kind of next to Revel immediately drop their weapons. But the next are like, how dare you, we have a mission, and turn to you and say, we will not continue to fight you if you give us the king.
Oh my god.
Sorry?
Why do you want him?
Well, why would you want him?
Well, we're not keeping him. He's just here.
Why would an orc and 2 elves be interested in saving a king?
We're not interested in saving him. I'm just interested in why you want him.
Well, he thinks he can come into our lands, where the Spider Queen should be ruling, and thinks that he is the rightful ruler of the lands of the south. Do not get me started. That is why the king must die.
Why do you think the Spider Queen should rule over all? Who is the Spider Queen? And I look at you like you know anything about it.
The Spider Queen is the rightful ruler of the southern lands. She is a beacon in the darkness. She is the darkness, and the darkness will spread across this very land. And this king wishes to bring small, pitiful hope to peasants. The Spider Queen shall have with you all.
What's wrong with hope?
Why would you need hope when you find bliss and peace in the darkness?
Revan, what do you know about the Spider Queen?
She's like,
We can't just let you all waltz in here and just murder someone, especially a monarch.
he is not a monarch.
He is up north.
Who cares about the north? We are the south, and in the south, we get to rule our own.
Well, you are not the South. Even Revel is the South, and the people who live here are the South.
Revel is not the rightful leader of the south.
I'm not saying she's a leader, but she's from the South.
Also, Also,
And
why
she
is
doesn't even know
glowing?
about your queen, not even the mayor and everybody
The
else.
queen would not care about pitiful humans.
But humans
We,
live in the
the
south.
elves, humans did not always live here. The drow have always lived here. We are the rightful keepers of these realms. We are the harbingers of peace and darkness.
Peace and darkness.
Great.
There's something missing. But why is Rebel glowing? Why are you glowing? Why? I mean, what?
We
Why?
are skilled in magic.
So why is she glowing as
I
well?
think they drenched her in fairy fire.
Yeah.
Ah, the elf at least knows of the magic. Are you sure the darkness does not tempt you?
No, I'm a fan of sunlight and joy and laughter. Not darkness and hopelessness.
So the one next to him just shoots an arrow straight at you.
Oh! Okay, it's on.
And hits. Can you do a Constitution saving throw, please?
12.
You take 8 hit points and you're poisoned. Sunlight and hope seem so easy when you're not in pain, huh?
2 of your friends are dead and we smashed one of yours friends or spies' heads.
We are but the web of the Spider Queen. If one link is broken, we will mend it. We are prepared to fight and die in the name of
Oh,
the Spider
shut
Queen.
up! Get back
Okay,
into
it's
fighting.
your go.
I'm going to use heat. Are they holding a sword? Is there a sword on the person who was just talking?
Kind of like tied to their backs.
Okay. Throwing heat metal on that.
Okay, but it's kind of doesn't do anything.
It's made of metal, yes.
Yeah, I know, but it's not
So-
touching any skin or anything.
Well, he has a very hot metal thing on his back.
He does, yeah, he won't be able to touch it. But that's good, because it means that if he does want to get out his sword, he won't
Yeah.
be able to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
it's nothing's ever a waste. So it's now Orgarog.
So which one's the one that was talking?
The
Well,
one kind of that way.
I hate him so much that I would kill him on the spot. But we could get some more intel from him. But at the same time, they don't care about dying. So even if I killed him, it wouldn't make much of a difference, would it?
I mean, we don't know that.
So I just walk up to him and I fucking slaughter him.
Okay,
So 2 attacks on his face.
okay.
Yes.
So I got disadvantage, right? So this is 9.
Okay, it doesn't hit.
This one is 9 again.
Okay, both miss. Talissa?
Okay, I will target this one here
Okay.
because this Orgarok is covering him. One is 12, one is 14.
Okay, that misses.
11 or... Okay, I will add to the 11 another d10, which is the Fiend ability that I have.
Ah, Dark One's luck.
Yeah, so it is 19.
That hits.
Okay, so 14.
14. Okay. Deaded.
Pim! Bye!
Okay, Revel is going to turn her attention to that one. Yes. And is going to, again, Great Axe him twice. Only one hits.
Okay,
He takes 10 hit points, but he's still up.
okay.
And it's now the Drow's turn. Those 2 Drow next to Revel are going to again pick back up their weapons, acknowledging that the rest of them haven't done it, and are going to use their short swords to attack Revel. Okay, and both of them miss. The one in front of Orgarog is going to swing his sword at you and misses. The one next to him is going to do the same and hits. And you take 8 slashing damage. If you could move the one at the end, like kind of flanking the next one along. And then that one is going to attack you and misses. So it is now back to Marv.
I'm tired of spells. I'm gonna whip out the rapier
Okay,
and come up and stab this guy in the side.
lovely. At disadvantage.
Yeah, no problem. 19. 14.
That hits.
Yes.
Alright.
So 6 damage.
Okay, 6 damage.
I just kind of slash his waistline.
Oh, love it. Okay, so Orgor, if you want to attack.
The guy that was talking before. The lowest one is 14.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
Okay, so the second attack on him, 10.
Doesn't hit. Okay, Talissa.
Okay, I will move to this side so that I can target both of the
Okay,
other one.
definitely.
So let's see. So one is 16 plus 7 or 10.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, and then the second one 8 plus 7 or 17 plus 7.
So that hits.
Perfect. 11.
11.
Hey.
Lovely. Yeah, they are both looking like.
That's what we want.
Okay, Revel is going to again proper go for it with her great axe
Proper aggro.
and misses both times. The drow are going to kind of centre in and try and go for her.
Rebel.
And both of them hit, and she takes 7 hit points, but she's like, And then the other 3 go for you, Orgorog, and all 3 miss.
Wow.
Nice.
Marv.
Me. So I'm going to hack again.
Okay.
Still disadvantage?
Yep.
11.
11.
And the other one
Nope.
is?
Nope.
So let's go again at him. 12.
Doesn't hit.
Natural 1.
Oh, okay. So you're
Out
like,
of 4 attacks.
and kind of like your last one, you kind of get it and you end up kind of pulling your shoulder.
Oh no.
Again, after you pulled your shoulder in the
Yes.
battle.
It's
You're going to have to get that looked at, I think.
need
You
a
take
personal
3
trainer.
hit points.
How many?
3. It's kind of a burning sensation now, you know. Any more, you're probably going to rip it open.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, Talissa.
Okay, I will go for this 2 again.
Okay, of course.
I just feel completely useless, honestly.
Aww.
No, you're
I am such a wreck.
Wow.
you're a scary brute.
I have done a natural 20, but it's the highest. The other one it's 11.
Okay, well, natural 20 is fine because you
Okay.
you hit that, yeah.
Okay, so one it's a natural 20, so it's 10.
No.
Okay,
So the first one, if you want to roll your damage twice.
yay! It's 15.
15. Okay. His from the very core of his being, he explodes so much that he just turns to ash in the air and kind of ends up hitting kind of Revel over the face with this ash.
Sorry.
Kind of like a Big Lebowski moment. Okay, so it is now Revel's turn, who's like, nice, and kind of swings at the guy in front twice. The first one hits, the second one is a natural 1, and she kind of grazes past her knee, taking 4 hit points. But her hit, she gives 14 hit points.
Bam!
And lobs his head, which actually kind of hits you in your arm.
Alright, okay.
Like the blood is kind of dripping down the side of your armor. Deaded. It is now the Drow's turn. All again, the 3 Drow are going to centre on you, Orgorog, and going to try and hit you. Okay, 1 manages to hit, and you take 7 damage.
Like I'm raging.
Yeah. Okay, and it is now Marv's turn.
Once again, hack and slash. 15. 11 again, so
No,
no.
that doesn't hit.
I tried.
Okay, and Orgorog.
At him again. Okay, so it's
Lovely.
17.
That hits.
Okay, let's try with the second attack as well. This is 15.
That hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay!
Ugorog
you.
is back.
10. And the other one is 12.
Can you describe to me what you're doing?
I just
Yes,
try.
yes, yes.
What do I want to do? Because I always go for the head.
you felt a little bit dejected, so now you're like, So describe your most
Yeah, so I
badass
grab the
way.
axe from the bottom, given that my shoulder is still aching, and I just try to rip him apart from the bottom,
Oh.
and then basically go from the bottom to the top, and then from the top to the bottom, trying basically to slice him in half.
You do it.
Oh.
So you kind of like take it right up to like this side of the shoulder, and then kind of slice down the
Oh,
inside.
yes!
So both of his kind of shoulders and legs fall apart, leaving the centre to drop down like some Mortal Kombat stuff. Deaded.
Yes.
Severely dead.
I'm back!
That's a barbarian.
Okay, Talissa.
Okay, so I turn to this one here
Lovely.
and I try to hit
Zap.
him. Or can I add bardic inspiration?
Of
to
course
it?
you can.
So wow, yes, it's a 19. It's either 18 plus 7, 19 plus 7. So.
Okay, they both hit.
Yes! 11 and it's 14.
Wow. Okay.
And it's on the same one because I don't think I can reach the other
No.
one because we're
Unless you want to
So the electricity hits him square in the chest, and you can see Marv. You can see this electricity rising as his eyes just burst.
Oh.
Okay, and it is now Revel's turn. Revel is going to pick up the dead bodies around her, and is going to be like, "You guys got this," and starts kind of walking over and chucking the dead bodies in the swamp, basically just to clear up.
Power move.
So she is out of combat. So it's now the Drow's turn. This last Drow is going to make his final stand. He's going to say, "For the Spider Queen, we are the web." He will try and hit you with his sword and misses. So it is now
That's a
Marv's
strong
turn.
web.
Good
job.
Unbreakable.
Morale destroyed.
Okay, Marv.
I am going to try and grapple him from behind and hold him up for Ugrog to get a good shot.
Okay, sure.
So-
So if you want to roll strength check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yes, because you're still poisoned.
15. 10. No.
Yeah.
He kind of breaks out of it.
Yeah, I tried. Hug.
Do you want to give any bonus?
Yeah, I will give you some bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Okay, Ugarok.
So, given that Revel is throwing the bodies, I want to be even naughtier and I want to grab him by the throat and throw him in the swamp while Sissy breathes.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh!
Oh.
Lovely. So if you want to
alignment are you? You are so evil!
I am chaotic neutral.
Oh
I
my
don't know if I
gosh.
can do it.
Yeah, to be fair, that does sound like if you're raging for chaotic neutral, I'll allow it. So you will need to do a strength check to grapple. Please.
Yeah, so it is a solid 11.
He also got an 11.
Ooh.
Ooh!
So, do you roll again?
So we're going to roll again as a tie.
But minus the inspiration.
11 again. Do I have to add the strength?
What are you
But you know,
actual-
and you add the strength
Oh,
bonus
14.
as well. Okay,
Oh my gosh,
and
but
you
remember
grapple.
the other one? I got 11 a lot of time. Like, this
Yes.
is so scary!
Lots of 11s.
Ooh.
It's a message from the universe.
It's a spider queen!
She doesn't want you to kill her now. Okay, yeah, he's grappled.
Okay, so I just take him and I go towards the swamp.
Okay, yeah, so you can probably get about halfway to the swamp.
Where is he?
Where's the river? Is it-
Okay. Talissa, do you want to do anything or?
I mean, he's doing. I don't really want to. You know, you're having your moment of glory. I don't really want. I'm just gonna help Rebel to carry other bodies and to throw them in the swamp.
Perfect.
I love this cleaning
So
service.
the drow is gonna try and break out of your
You better know.
of that. So if you want to roll again at disadvantage.
At disadvantage again.
Mhm.
So it is 17.
Yeah, he's fine. So you get to the swamp. Can you describe to me what you're going to do next?
So whilst
please?
I'm holding, I go like...
Look, why don't you just look everybody in the camera?
Yes. So
while you
whilst
do
I'm
this?
holding in, I'm like, this is your last chance to tell us what you know before you fucking die like the shit you are and your friends.
Okay, lovely. So he's... Are you grabbing him by the throat?
Yes.
So he's trying to speak, but he's like...
Just leave a little bit.
Yeah, we do this for the Spider Queen. We drow are pushed out by the humans, and the Spider Queen has promised us our freedom if we capture and kill the King of the North, because the hope from the North will be gone.
So this is your last hope, and I just drop him.
Drop him in. Okay. So you're gonna drop him in.
But he's still alive, isn't it? He's still alive.
Yeah, but I'm assuming he's gonna...
Then he's gonna run to his queen, whatever.
No, I mean, if it's in a swamp and we're throwing dead bodies in it, I'm gonna assume it's very thick.
So you're literally just gonna drop him in.
I mean, I cannot choke him and drop him. I can't choke him and drop him.
But it's up to you. You've got 3 options here. You literally just let go and he falls in to the swamp.
Yeah, my
throw
assumption
him
would...
into the swamp, or you hold him by the neck and put him into the swamp and hold him there.
Oh no.
Or let him go, pat him on the back, say off you go.
or you let him go. If you can't decide, I'll let you roll.
I don't
D4.
want to let him go because he needs to die. It's just, I mean, I want to kill him. It's just a matter of how.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought the swamp would have been so thick that basically it could have just drowned a little bit.
We won't know.
Well, you don't know until you try.
So I just throw him in.
You're gonna throw him in, okay? So you manage to throw him in, and he is currently drowning at this moment. And he's kind of clambering to try and get out, kind of up the old rocks and things, and manages to do so. He's on the bank of the.
Oh, okay.
And sort of runs up to you and tries to hit you.
Okay, so I gave you the chance. You could have tried a hero.
He misses.
Okay.
Whoops.
He was this close to a natural 20, and then it clipped around. So obviously the Spider Queen doesn't love it that much.
And then you just Spartan kick him into the swamp again.
Is it my turn again?
It
So I
is.
just fucking kick him there.
So you're going to kick him
Yeah.
in. Okay, so you're going to kick him in, or you're going to hold him under?
No, I'm gonna kick him in, see what happens again, and if he
Okay.
manages to get out, then I'm gonna decapitate him. Okay.
Stay down.
Okay, he's drowning. He tries to get out, and he does. And he comes to hit you again. Oh no.
Okay, I'm done. Your Spider Queen really loves you. I
Okay,
see.
he gets a natural 1, so he drops his weapon.
Okay,
Whoops.
so I would have hoped you would have drowned, just because why not? But no, so you're gonna be dead by now with the axe. So, this disadvantage. 14 on an attack.
Doesn't hit.
10.
And that doesn't hit either. So he picks up his weapon, goes to hit you with it,
I don't want
and
to.
misses.
Are we just
Can I-
looking at him?
Yeah, we're just watching this comedic situation unfold. I'll probably start walking towards him now. He's struggling a bit.
Yeah, me too.
Do I take damage?
Huh?
Do I take damage?
No, he missed.
Okay.
Well, we're all approaching now.
Okay, you're all approaching now. So do you want to get back into your initiative?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is now Marv's turn.
Okay, right. I'm gonna walk in, and I'm just gonna.
You're right there.
Yeah. Yeah. You do need help. A bit of help there. I'm just gonna. I'm just like, look. I'm gonna try and stab him.
Oh my god, this is so cruel.
Oh no! It's still disadvantage, and I got a 2 straight away.
Okay,
Okay.
miss.
Why does he fucking die?
It's now to Alyssa.
So this is how you do it. Whoops!
Slippery bugger, this one.
This is embarrassing, guys.
Yeah.
We just carved through 7 drow elves and this
11.
It doesn't hit. Oh, come on!
He's gonna
There must be this.
Rebel, please help! The drama's gonna hit you again. And hits. And you take 4 hit points.
This is unbelievable.
Okay,
So it's
alright.
It is Marv's turn.
Can you please do a wisdom saving throw of 16, please?
20.
He fails.
Excellent. Right, he falls into an absolute fit and cacophony of laughter. He finds everything hilarious.
Okay.
And he is incapacitated. He's not standing. He's on the floor. At the end of each turn, and every time it takes damage, he can make another wisdom saving throw
Okay.
to stop laughing.
Okay.
And he has advantage on a save if it's triggered by damage.
Okay.
So that's me.
So, Orgorog.
So given that he's on the floor laughing, I just take his head and I try to drown him on the
Oh
swamp.
my god.
And you get
If
advantage.
the level is the same.
It is, but you'll need to do a strength check, please.
Will he get advantage because he's prone, or does it just balance out?
It will balance out
balance
because
out.
you're already disadvantaged.
Right, so there's no disadvantage.
What happened? That's
5.
5. No, you don't manage to grab
he,
him.
he will not die.
Okay. It is now Talissa's turn.
Okay, we'll try to finish him. 18
This is
plus
ridiculous.
7 or 16 plus 7, so.
Okay. Yes, that's fine.
Oh, the other ray. Oh,
And
sorry.
that's another natural one.
Okay, so the first one hits. The second one kind of buzzes through your body and kind of. So, like one of the kind of buckles that's kind of up, like on your chest, kind of buzzes and kind of burns really hot, and you take 4 fire damage.
Okay, and then he takes 7 damage.
Okay.
And this whole time he's still laughing. He's just, he finds all of this hilarious.
He's like the Joker with the cigarette.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Still alive,
and
lying
he
there on the
is-
floor laughing.
He is now no longer laughing,
Okay, he's stood up
and
again.
he is getting up, and all around you, everything turns pitch black. You are now in darkness.
Oh, what did he do? Slippery.
Yeah, because you know what? It's because of you. You wanted to do this kind of like theatrical thing where you wanted to put him in the swamp, and now it's a mess.
Marv, it's your turn.
It's me. Well, I can't see anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Does dark vision apply or not?
No, it's the darkness
Oh,
spell.
okay,
So it's,
darkness.
any non-magical light is just absorbed.
Oh dear. Well, I'm not going to just wave my sword around, so.
I'd love you to try.
I know you would. I know you would. In the absence of anything else, I'm just gonna make a loud shower of sparks. It's just an illusion. Just
a
a
shower of sparks.
shower of sparks. It's only a visual thing. It's not actually. It's just there to kind of shock and awe.
Prestidigitation.
That's the one.
Yeah.
You said it better. So I just did like several loud noises at once with shower effects in the hope it might confuse even for a second.
Hey, well, nothing appears to happen.
No, I'm sure it didn't. I'm blind. I can't see. Even if you went, my eyes, I can't see it.
Orgorog.
I mean, if I swing my axe, I'm gonna probably deal more damage to you than him. If I move, I might end up in the swamp.
I'm speechless, honestly.
This quickly, it went from being a really, really cool fight to just a drunken brawl.
It's not my fault, right?
We're blind,
No.
we're drunk, we don't know what we're doing.
No, but you're the one who got 100.
Right, I'm gonna swing my axe around me, like, and see what happens.
Okay, can you roll
You
your
decapitate half.
hit at disadvantage, obviously?
Do an intelligence check, please.
Suddenly,
10.
axe hits my face.
Okay, a 10, and can you roll a d6, please?
6.
It seems like you were gonna hit something, but you don't quite hit it.
Oh,
Okay.
I was bracing myself.
Okay, listen.
So
You're
I
also
am
in the darkness.
Yeah, I am standing. I am literally trying to like kind of like stay at the same position when, like before when I cast Eldritch Blast. So I will just try to do something.
No, look at that, no.
That's what I was before, anyway.
Okay, no, she said it. She's
Sorry, but yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna try. You know, I'm just gonna try. So 17 plus 7 or 11.
Can you roll d6, please?
Yes.
Okay. So something flies right past you,
Okay.
but it was coming towards you.
Okay.
And I'm like,
So behind you, you hear a whisper, "For the Spider Queen," and in your back gets a natural 20.
Oh,
You know, you deserve it. I'm not gonna say anything, but this Spider Queen, she's clever. You know.
you might be a spy.
You take 7 hit points.
Do I
you said
reduce
it
them
is-
for the rage or not?
Yes. You
Okay.
do, yeah.
brother.
And then you can't hear anything. Marv?
I just sort of stretch my arms out and walk around trying to feel for someone.
Okay, well, you feel a massive, great big orc.
Can I, now that I felt where he is,
Mhm.
can I just wave my sword around behind him?
Okay.
19? 26.
Okay, roll d6, please.
3.
You hit nothing.
I hit nothing. Oh.
You hit nothing really well. It's like a finesse. Oh, girl. Your turn.
So now I know that Marv's around, so at least I'm not gonna hit him. But I try swinging the axe anyway, as broader as I can.
Okay.
So hopefully hit something.
Okay, if you want to roll,
9.
do a d6, please.
3.
You hit nothing. Okay, it is now Dennis's turn.
Okay, I try to reach. I take my staff and I kind of like without hurting anyone, just
Okay.
to see if I feel something. So
Sure.
that we are all together.
Roll a d6, please.
6.
Okay, yeah, you kind of like feel something kind of here. Okay, so you feel something on your back.
Marv, what are you doing?
Is it me? What am I doing?
No, it's me. Can you pull my stuff so that I can reach you?
Do a strength check.
5.
Okay, no. So he kind of tries to pull you towards him, but he doesn't manage to, so you can just follow.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow my stuff.
Okay, so
I
so Marv is at your back, kind of holding on to you, and Dennis is now at your front, kind of like...
Every flank is covered.
This is ridiculous.
We
could have finished this. Like,
you hear the drow come behind you and says, "Join us, wise elf." And a little... Okay, and he hits you, and you take 7 hit points. Is actually now Marv's turn.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to suggest to the other two, let's sort of get into a circle of 3 and just sort of lock arms with our weapons pointed out.
What if we move and something happens?
No, just stand completely still, have each other's back to back, and just have your sword pointed out.
yeah,
And just sort of wave in front of you.
I think it's a good idea. Let's do that.
Right, I mean, we don't have many other options.
But then he's just going to whip out a bow and arrow and just shoot.
Yeah.
Can we just try calling for help? Maybe Revel's still up there.
Yeah, where is Revel?
Oh, grog.
I mean, I'm aboard with your idea, so I'm not gonna swing it again, just because it doesn't work. And let's just shout for Revel. Help! Yes!
Okay. So, you kind of feel someone touching your chest.
Okay.
You're like, is that you, Gorog?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, and you just feel arms wrapped around you
Oh.
as she is going to literally pull you out of the darkness, so you can see the light, and you can see there's a sphere where the dark circle is,
Oh.
and you're kind of out of it now.
Okay. Can I do anything else, or is it my turn?
It's still your turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So all you could do, you've obviously done your action, but you can move.
Okay, so I step up. No, I stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, Grog, where did you go?
Listen.
We can't feel you anymore.
I try to speak with the elf, and I am basically going to say something like, I am an elf too.
Mm-hmm.
I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think that this Spider Queen can really understand your nature. Let's see.
Roll of persuasion.
12.
You just hear her. She is our nature. Okay, it is now Revel's turn. So she kind of picks up like a long stick and kind of starts to poke it into the darkness. And you can feel something touching your back.
Oh! I grab it.
Okay, so she's going to try and pull,
What's this?
and doesn't manage to pull you out of the darkness. Drow is going to whisper to you and says in Elvish, "All you have to do is step out of the darkness, my lady."
Oh.
Oh.
Then you hear nothing else. Marv?
Am I still holding the stick?
Uh-huh.
Can I just try and walk along it?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm just going to walk along it.
Roll dexterity for me, please.
16.
Yeah, you manage to walk out of the darkness, and at the end of the stick, you kind of grab onto Revel's hand.
Freedom! Where's Talissa?
Wasn't she with you?
I don't know, I couldn't see it.
Why didn't you pull her out?
The stick prodded me. I grabbed the stick. I didn't know what Talissa was. Put the stick back in.
It's now Orgarog's turn.
Then I grabbed the stick
Okay.
and then try again, reaching for her.
Okay, roll a
Talissa.
d6, please.
It's a ridiculous.
Okay, you feel something prodding, like, your here in your shoulder.
Okay. I kind of like, okay.
Grab the stick.
And I touch my shoulder and I'm like, and I'm grabbing, like I'm very, very irritated now after that this whole thing is going on. And I grab the stick.
Okay. So, do you want to do a strength check to try and pull her out?
12.
You kind of manage to get her halfway out.
Okay, and I kind of like try to jump towards the...
Okay, if you want to do dexterity saving throw, please.
Why didn't you just walk?
7.
Okay, you hit something
Ooh.
and get knocked back.
Okay, and I'm just gonna whisper in Elvish. I have a different fate. This is not my battle. I'm not gonna be an enemy to you, and I'm not gonna get involved in any of this situation.
And you just hear back, whispered in Elvish, I can get you out of your pact, my lady.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, so it is now Revel's turn, and Revel is going to kind of grab the stick off you and be like, oh, bloody hell, we can't do it, can you, man? And like force it in there again.
This is how you prod a stick.
And ends up poking the back of the drow, and the drow grabs hold of it and starts walking towards the light.
Uh-oh.
And ends up touching Revel's hand, and she's like, oh! Okay, so the drow is...
I'll take that.
The drow is going to swing at Revel, and misses. So it's now Marv's turn.
Okay, right, well, he's emerged.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use a bonus action to give you some healing. 6 hit points.
Nice.
And then I'm going to swish my sword.
Of course.
22 and 23.
That hits, yeah.
That's disappointing. Well, 5 hit points.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of slash him, but he's not quite dead. Orgarog?
When I try to kill him.
He's unkillable.
One attack is nothing, so it's 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, doesn't hit. Okay, Talissa?
Okay, so I stab my feet firmly on the ground. I touch my shoulder, and I'm like, you have never been useful in this year. Please, you're not that bad compared to this situation. Just help me get out of this. And I kind of like walk towards where I felt that.
Okay, can you roll a d4 for me, please?
3.
As you open your eyes, you see a very bright light has kind of dissipated through the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But as you walk, you kind of notice that you're about to hit a root in the floor. So could you do a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
please?
3.
And you fall face into the mud.
Oh.
Literally face fully in the mud.
Typical. Typical. Thank you. I wouldn't expect anything different from you. Thank you.
So a Revel kind of picks up the drow, kind of looks him right in the face and is like, give this message to your queen, and tries to force him under the water. But he manages to kind of kick enough around that he's kind of above the water, but the way he's kind of batting the water means that he's managing to get it out of his face. Revel's like, for goodness sake!
Yeah.
So the drow is going to try and break out.
Why won't he die?
But doesn't manage to. So Marv?
if I'm just gonna walk over to where this is happening and just take the rapier and just try and plunge it into his back as he's writhing on the floor. I got myself 25.
That hits.
Come on.
It is time that you went to the other side. Right, now we're talking. 11 damage.
Okay, so your sword actually goes through his abdomen into the water, and as you pull it back up, you see half blood and then just swamp water on your rapier. And he kind of goes lifeless, and Revel kind of just lets him go. He starts to drift slowly headfirst into the swamp. Well done.
I am like cleaning my face with my dress, like.
I collapse from exhaustion and just pass out because I blew so much magic today. That was way too much for one bard to handle.
Okay. So Revel's like, oh girl, can you help me with Marv?
Yes.
Yes.
And she goes to give you a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, this is interesting.
And she's like, I'm really glad you survived today, Orgorog.
Me too.
Hey, lovebirds! I'm starving. Can you give me something to eat?
Again!
You know what?
She has
I had a full meal like 2 hours ago.
I know, but I used a lot of magic. I'm completely covered in mud. I think we can go back to the tavern and have a good night, day. I don't even know what time is it anymore. Sleep and then just.
Okay.
She has quite an appetite.
Yep, so you get back into the tavern, and Revel runs your baths, and the chef kind of brings up some kind of treats, and they are magical. They're kind of the leftovers from the meal that he obviously offered.
Is my flour chocolate still somewhere?
On the table, yeah.
Okay, now it's time to eat it.
Who gave you that?
The chef.
Oh.
So you eat it, and it has this really, it's this gorgeous chocolate, but in the middle it's got kind of like a rose and like lemon, like gooey centre that kind of like, as you kind of bite into it, it kind of oozes out, trickling down your hand, and it is stunning.
I want that
so
too.
Where can I get some?
he made it for me because I had the best bottle. I don't know which one. I mean, he had so many in like 5 hours that I have no idea. Oh, what, I mean, probably referred to. I don't know. It's mine. Sorry. It's mine.
So yeah, he kind of
Can't argue with that.
So the chef kind of like knocks on all your doors and kind of brings you like a tray, and there's kind of like a carafe of wine, a carafe of like a freshly squeezed juice. There's kind of like some like root vegetables like pumpkins and parsnips in this like really lovely like baked kind of almost like a sweet potato pie. It's kind of like got crumbles on the top, and it's kind of slightly sweet, but it's like the root vegetables are the pumpkin and the sweet potato and all of these gooiness. And then next to it is this beautiful piece of duck like coated in this like beautiful garlic sauce, with like some like salad and vegetables and things like that, and some freshly baked bread, which is kind of in these like little shapes of kind of little circles with a little crown on top that you can see has been scored into the bread just for the king.
Wow.
And Revel comes to knock on your door.
Hello.
Hi, old Grog, it's just me.
Come in.
Okay. So, are you decent?
He opens the door naked.
I open so. Yeah.
Okay, so she opens the door, and she's kind of got like a bottle in her hand, and she's like, the best for you. And she kind of gets out two glasses, and she pops the cork, and she said, this has been saved in my storeroom for a very special occasion, and this special occasion was meeting you.
Oh
my God!
Okay, and at that point everything melts. And
She gives you a glass, and she pours out this really deep red wine. And it's like this aroma of like these really rich, deep berries. So like as you go to take a sip, I guess, it is like insane how good this wine is. Like, there isn't that, like with some red wines you get that like kind of feeling in your mouth. No, it just goes down like proper smooth. It's a really good bottle of wine.
Well, I honestly don't know what to tell you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. And yeah, I'm really glad I met you as well.
Aww. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm speechless, honestly.
Oh, stop it.
No, you've been great, and yeah, I guess you cut through the angry orc I am, and yeah.
Well, it's not very often that a warrior woman as myself gets to meet a kindred spirit.
And I just hug her.
Oh, she is going to try and make a move on you.
Fair enough.
Okay, fine.
No roll necessary.
Yeah, she closed the door and you do your thing.
I literally had some food and then I went to bed straight after because I'm just so tired and I have to recover everything.
Okay,
literally.
can you roll perception, please?
Oh, natural 20.
Okay, you're fine.
I'm so
Marv,
tired.
What are you doing?
I'm asleep. I didn't even touch my meal because I was knocked out.
Okay, roll perception, please.
Perception. 18.
Okay, you're fine. Okay, so you all wake up feeling pretty contented. That is the end of your session, guys. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching that. So yeah, we cannot wait to show you what's going to happen next in the Relenting. Tune in next week for the next Relenting campaign with us in Dicemension. So I, Jade the DM, are thanking you, and guys, bye!
Bye.
See you next time.
See ya.